My beloved child, tonight is not an ordinary night. There is a reason you found this message. There is a reason your eyes stopped here. There is a reason your heart feels something stirring even before a single promise has been revealed. Stay with me. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What is about to unfold is not a story, not a coincidence, and not a random thought drifting through your day. It is a moment that carries a feeling so powerful that many people would walk past it without ever noticing. But you are here. You are listening. And because you are here, you must pay attention to every word. There is a message being released tonight with your name attached to it. Not someone else's name. Not a stranger's name. Your name. And what makes this moment extraordinary is that the message comes wrapped in hope, wrapped in comfort, wrapped in a promise that has been forming behind the scenes long before you ever realized it. Listen closely. There are seasons in life when it feels as though nothing is moving. Days pass. Weeks pass. Sometimes even months pass. You continue showing up. You continue believing. You continue carrying responsibilities nobody else sees. And while the outside world keeps moving, a question quietly grows inside your heart. When will my moment come? Tonight, that question is being answered in a way you never expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The answer is closer than it has ever been before. The thing you thought was delayed has not been forgotten. The thing you thought was distant has not disappeared. What looked silent was actually being prepared. What looked hidden was actually being protected. What looked impossible was simply waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. There is something remarkable about tonight. It is the feeling that a door is standing before you even if you cannot yet see it. Imagine standing in a dark room, believing there is no way forward, only to discover that a doorway has been there the entire time. The difference is that tonight your eyes are beginning to adjust. Tonight you are beginning to notice what was invisible before. Stay with me because what comes next may be exactly what your heart has been longing to hear. There are blessings that arrive quietly, and there are blessings that arrive so powerfully that they change the atmosphere around you. Tonight carries the feeling of something powerful. Not loud. Not dramatic. Powerful. The kind of powerful that brings peace where confusion once lived. The kind of powerful that brings confidence where uncertainty once stood. Do not underestimate this moment. Sometimes the greatest turning points begin with a single realization. A single whisper. A single reminder that you are not walking alone. There have been times when you questioned your direction. Times when you wondered if anyone truly understood what you were carrying. Times when you smiled on the outside while fighting battles inside that nobody could see. Yet somehow you kept moving forward. Somehow you kept believing. Somehow you refused to give up. And that persistence matters more than you know. Every step you took when nobody was applauding. Every effort you made when nobody was watching. Every act of faith when circumstances suggested otherwise. None of it was wasted. Now hear this carefully. There is a reason the title of this message speaks of a miracle carrying your name. Miracles are not always what people expect. Sometimes they appear as unexpected opportunities. Sometimes they appear as restored confidence. Sometimes they arrive as answers that suddenly make sense of everything that came before. The miracle begins the moment you recognize that your story is not over. The miracle begins the moment hope becomes stronger than fear. The miracle begins the moment you stop measuring your future by your current circumstances. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next few moments may reveal something that changes the way you see your entire journey. Picture a river flowing through a valley. At certain points it seems blocked. Rocks stand in its way. Curves redirect its path. Yet the river never stops moving. It continues finding a way forward. Your life has been like that river. Obstacles appeared. Delays appeared. Unexpected challenges appeared. Yet here you are. Still moving. Still growing. Still standing. That alone is proof that there is strength within you greater than you realized. Tonight is not about looking back at everything that went wrong. Tonight is about recognizing everything that remained possible despite those challenges. There is a message for the person who feels overlooked. There is a message for the person who feels forgotten. There is a message for the person who has quietly carried responsibilities while wondering if anyone noticed. You have been seen. Your efforts have been seen. Your persistence has been seen. Your faithfulness has been seen. Even when recognition seemed absent, your journey was not invisible. Every chapter mattered. Every lesson mattered. Every moment of growth mattered. The pages of your story are leading somewhere meaningful, and tonight feels like the beginning of a new chapter. A surprising shift happens when people stop focusing on what they lost and start recognizing what remains possible. Suddenly the future becomes larger than the past. Suddenly hope becomes louder than disappointment. Suddenly opportunities become easier to recognize. What if the very thing you thought was a setback was actually preparation? What if the delay taught you patience? What if the challenge developed strength? What if the waiting season created wisdom that will help you in the next chapter? These questions matter because perspective changes everything. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine receiving news that changes the atmosphere of your entire week. Imagine waking up tomorrow carrying a different level of confidence because something inside you shifted tonight. That is the purpose of this message. Not fear. Not pressure. Hope. Encouragement. Expectation. The reminder that your future still contains possibilities greater than your current understanding. You do not need to have every answer right now. You do not need to see every step of the path. You only need enough light for the next step. And tonight, a little more light is being revealed. There are people who stopped believing because disappointment visited too many times. There are people who stopped expecting because waiting felt too long. But what if this is the night you decide to believe again? What if this is the night you choose hope again? What if this is the night you stop defining yourself by what didn't happen and start preparing for what still can happen? The future has a way of surprising those who remain open to possibility. The future has a way of rewarding persistence. The future has a way of revealing that the story was never finished when people thought it was. As this moment continues, pay attention to what you feel inside. Not the noise around you. Not the doubts around you. The quiet feeling within. Sometimes the most important messages arrive gently. They arrive as reminders. They arrive as reassurance. They arrive as a sense that better days are still ahead. And tonight carries that feeling strongly. Something is shifting. Something is awakening. Something is preparing to move forward in a way that may surprise you. Do not leave yet. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next may be the very piece you needed to hear. There are moments that become turning points, and there are messages that people remember long after they first hear them. Tonight has the potential to become one of those moments. A moment when hope returned. A moment when expectation returned. A moment when you realized that your story still holds chapters you have not yet imagined. And those chapters may be closer than you think. A sacred moment is unfolding right now, and if you can feel even the smallest pull in your heart, then this part of the message is meant for you. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life that seem ordinary on the surface but carry extraordinary meaning underneath. Tonight feels exactly like that kind of moment. While countless people are rushing through their day, distracted by noise and uncertainty, you have been guided here for a reason. Not by accident. Not by chance. There is something important being revealed, and the deeper you listen, the clearer it becomes. The title of this message speaks of a miracle being released in your name, and what makes this so powerful is not just the miracle itself, but the timing. Because there are seasons when a person needs reassurance more than explanations. There are seasons when a person needs hope more than answers. And tonight is one of those seasons. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a surprising truth that many people never realize. Some of the greatest blessings begin moving toward a person long before they become visible. Think about that for a moment. Before a sunrise appears on the horizon, the light is already traveling. Before a flower blooms, growth is already happening beneath the surface. Before a breakthrough becomes visible, preparation is already taking place behind the scenes. What if the same thing is happening in your life right now? What if things are already shifting in ways you cannot yet see? What if the answer you have been hoping for is already closer than you think? That possibility changes everything. Take a moment and remember every challenge you have overcome. Remember the days you thought you would never get through. Remember the moments when you felt exhausted but continued moving forward anyway. Remember the silent victories that nobody celebrated except you. Those moments matter. They matter because they reveal something powerful about who you are. You are stronger than you think. More resilient than you realize. More prepared than you know. Every obstacle taught you something. Every delay strengthened something. Every difficult season shaped something valuable inside you. Nothing was wasted. Now listen carefully, because this next part may be exactly what your heart needs to hear. There are people listening right now who have been carrying invisible burdens. They smile when others are around. They keep showing up. They keep trying. Yet deep inside they wonder whether things will ever change. If that sounds familiar, hear this clearly. Change often begins before it can be seen. Progress often begins before it can be measured. Hope often returns before circumstances improve. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The very fact that you are still standing after everything you have faced is evidence that your story is still moving forward. Imagine opening a door you believed was permanently closed. Imagine discovering that the obstacle you feared was never the end of the path. Imagine realizing that what looked like a dead end was actually a turning point. That is the feeling surrounding this message tonight. Not an ending. A turning point. Not a conclusion. A beginning. There is fresh possibility ahead of you. There is fresh purpose ahead of you. There is fresh opportunity ahead of you. The future has not run out of surprises. Something remarkable happens when a person begins expecting good things again. Their eyes notice opportunities they once overlooked. Their heart becomes open to possibilities they once ignored. Their spirit becomes stronger. Their confidence grows. Their perspective shifts. Tonight is inviting you into that mindset. A mindset that refuses to let temporary circumstances define a permanent future. A mindset that chooses expectation over discouragement. A mindset that believes the next chapter can be better than the last. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason those words keep returning throughout this message. They are a reminder that anticipation matters. Expectation matters. The willingness to believe that something meaningful can still happen matters. Too many people give up moments before a breakthrough. Too many people stop believing moments before an opportunity appears. Too many people walk away moments before a door opens. Do not let that be your story. Keep listening. Keep believing. Keep expecting. Right now, imagine all the possibilities that still exist in your future. Opportunities you have not seen. Connections you have not made. Moments you have not experienced. Victories you have not celebrated. The future is larger than your current situation. It is larger than your present challenges. It is larger than your doubts. Sometimes people become so focused on what is happening today that they forget tomorrow is still being written. But tomorrow matters. The next chapter matters. The next opportunity matters. There is another reason this message is important tonight. It is because hope grows when it is shared. If this message is speaking directly to your heart, take a moment to share it with someone who may need encouragement. There are people around you who may be carrying silent burdens. There are people around you who may need a reminder that brighter days are still possible. Sometimes a simple message can become a turning point in someone else's journey. And if this message is encouraging you, make sure you stay connected for what comes next, because the story is only beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part of this journey will reveal even deeper insights, even greater encouragement, and even stronger reminders that your future contains more possibility than you may realize right now. Hold on to that thought. Hold on to that hope. Hold on to that expectation. Because tonight is not about what you have lost. It is about what still remains possible. It is not about the doors that closed. It is about the doors that may be preparing to open. It is not about yesterday's disappointments. It is about tomorrow's opportunities. As this part comes to a close, remember one thing above all else. Your story is still unfolding. The pages are still turning. The journey is still moving forward. What feels unfinished today may become the very testimony of tomorrow. What feels uncertain today may become the source of future confidence. What feels hidden today may soon become visible. So lift your eyes. Strengthen your hope. Guard your expectation. And continue listening closely, because this message is far from over. The next revelation may be the one that changes everything. An extraordinary realization is approaching, and this may be the moment where everything begins to make sense. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There are times when life feels like a collection of unanswered questions. You wonder why certain doors closed. You wonder why certain opportunities seem to disappear. You wonder why the path became longer than expected. Yet what if the pieces were never scattered? What if they were being arranged? What if tonight is the moment you begin seeing the picture that was forming all along? Listen carefully, because this part carries a message of perspective, expectation, and possibility that may stay with you long after this video ends. Imagine standing before a giant puzzle with thousands of pieces. If you focus on a single piece, it may seem confusing. It may seem meaningless. But once enough pieces connect, the image becomes clear. Many people look at their lives through the lens of a single moment. A single disappointment. A single setback. A single delay. Yet the story is larger than one chapter. The picture is larger than one piece. And tonight is reminding you that your life cannot be measured by a single moment. The journey is still unfolding. The story is still being written. The future still contains pages you have not yet turned. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a powerful reason those words keep returning. They are not simply words. They are an invitation to remain expectant. An invitation to stay focused. An invitation to remember that some of the most meaningful revelations arrive when people are ready to receive them. Too often people stop listening right before the message reaches its most important point. Too often people stop believing right before a breakthrough appears. Too often people allow temporary circumstances to convince them that nothing is changing when, in reality, everything is already beginning to shift. Think about the people who achieved something remarkable in life. Rarely did their story move in a straight line. There were twists. There were delays. There were unexpected turns. Yet those moments often became the very things that prepared them for what came next. The same principle applies here. Every experience has been shaping you. Every challenge has been teaching you. Every season has been preparing you. Even the moments you did not understand carried value. Even the waiting periods carried lessons. Even the detours carried purpose. Now pay close attention, because this next thought may be one of the most important in the entire message. There is a difference between waiting and preparing. Many people think they are simply waiting for life to change. But what if preparation has been happening all along? What if your patience was preparation? What if your growth was preparation? What if your perseverance was preparation? What if the qualities being developed within you are exactly what will help you recognize the opportunities that are ahead? Suddenly the waiting season looks very different. Suddenly the journey makes more sense. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is an energy of expectation surrounding this moment. A feeling that something meaningful is closer than it appears. Sometimes people spend so much time looking for dramatic signs that they overlook the quiet signs of progress already taking place. A new perspective. A stronger mindset. A deeper sense of peace. Greater confidence. Clearer vision. These changes may seem small at first, but they often become the foundation for extraordinary transformation later. Picture a seed planted deep beneath the ground. For a long time nothing appears to happen. From the outside it looks inactive. Invisible. Unchanged. Yet beneath the surface growth is already taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is developing. Foundations are being established. Then one day what was hidden becomes visible. What seemed inactive suddenly becomes undeniable. Many journeys work exactly the same way. The preparation is invisible before the progress becomes visible. And tonight feels like one of those moments when the hidden growth begins to reveal itself. There is something else you need to hear. Your future should not be defined by your fears. It should not be defined by your doubts. It should not be defined by your past disappointments. The future belongs to possibility. The future belongs to growth. The future belongs to the opportunities that have not yet arrived. The moment a person begins believing that better things are possible, their entire perspective changes. They begin seeing opportunities where they once saw obstacles. They begin recognizing doors where they once saw walls. They begin moving forward with confidence instead of hesitation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine looking back at this very moment weeks from now and realizing it marked a turning point. Imagine realizing that tonight was the night hope became stronger. The night expectation returned. The night confidence began growing again. Those moments matter because transformation often starts internally before it becomes visible externally. First comes the shift in perspective. Then comes the shift in direction. Then comes the shift in circumstances. One of the most surprising truths about life is that people often underestimate their own strength. They focus on what they lack instead of recognizing how much they have already overcome. But look at your journey. Look at everything you have survived. Look at every challenge you faced and every lesson you learned. The fact that you are still here means more than you realize. It means resilience exists within you. It means determination exists within you. It means possibility still exists before you. As this message continues, allow yourself to imagine a future filled with renewed purpose. Imagine waking up with greater clarity. Imagine moving forward with greater confidence. Imagine carrying hope that refuses to be shaken by temporary circumstances. That vision matters because where attention goes, energy follows. Where hope grows, possibilities expand. Where expectation rises, opportunities become easier to recognize. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this journey will go even deeper. The revelations ahead will become even more powerful. The encouragement ahead will become even stronger. The message is building towards something significant, and every word is preparing you for what comes next. Hold on to your expectation. Hold on to your hope. Hold on to the belief that your story is not finished. The greatest chapters are often the ones people never see coming. The greatest opportunities are often the ones that appear when hope seems smallest. The greatest moments are often the ones that arrive after long seasons of preparation. So keep listening. Keep believing. Keep expecting. Because tonight is not merely a reminder of what has been. It is an invitation to focus on what can still become. And what can still become may be far greater than anything you have imagined so far.